That obedient servant carried the wooden club along his waist all day long. It's very, very annoying, cumbersome, it's dangling. But it's his master's asking. So he carried that club for several years, looking for the person who is more stupid than him. After several years, the master was seriously ill, and his day was counted. And the master called all his family members along with all the servants in his room. This was his last moment that he expected. So everybody cried and they said their last words to that master. And the master also said a lot of thankful words to Meng Bao, who worked in his house for his whole life. So the crying Meng Bao asked to his master, "Sir, where are you going?" The master said, "I do not know where I'm going. So, when are you leaving? I have no idea when I will die, or when will you come back?" I do not know either. The Meng Bao stopped crying and immediately said, "Master, today I finally found out the person who is more stupid than me." And he says he gave that clap to the dying master. Our founding master told this story a lot of times during the retreat. So what's really, really important? That master really reflects our life. Just like he does not know where he has come from, where he is going. Actually, most of us are not quite certain of that. From certain perspective, that is the most essential thing. In Korean, if a person dies at old age and live a very good life, helping a lot of people, then it's called the Hosang, which literally means auspicious death. But Confucius said, if I know the truth in the morning, it will be fine to leave this world at night. It does not matter when a person dies at a young age. Jesus died at the age of 32, or when one is old. Knowing the reality, discovering our true self, and attaining the freedom of mind or nirvana is what ultimately matters. Not just for the Buddhists, but all people in this world, as long as they would like to have a happiness that is unconditional and everlasting. Just like a food, for a certain time it is fresh and eatable. After that we cannot eat the food. Only when we are born as a human and with the Buddha Dharma, we can have the chance to practice and discover our true self and attain enlightenment. I have read such a passage a lot of times from the scripture. The chance being born as a human being is so slim. But when I moved to the dormitory of the One Institute, my previous workplace 5 years ago, I realized that the dormitory is a very old wooden building. So from time to time, in order to use the dryer and the washer, I have to go to the basement. Whenever I turned on the light, I saw at least dozens of centipedes. Cleaning that basement was my charge. I cleaned that basement. From time to time, I spread lots of chemicals every month. But whenever I went down to the downstairs, I saw more than dozens of centipedes for more than 1 year. I realized definitely the number of centipedes in this building is several dozens of times higher than the number of human residents. Just the number of centipedes. Think about the number of all the insects in our yard. At the Dharmapada, Buddha said, the rare is the attainment of human birth. The difficult is the life of mortals. Rare is the opportunity to hear the Dharma. Rare is the appearance of the Buddha. Founding Master said, your meeting me is just much like a blind person grabbing hold of a door handle. Since you have already held it, you are to take hold of it firmly. If you are careless and let it go, it will not be easy to take hold of it again. Everybody is very busy in this contemporary society. Let's reflect. We are busy for what? Are we busy to collect our mind and spirit, or are we busy to dissipate them? Are we busy to create blessings, or are we busy to consume them? Are we busy to hone our innate wisdom, or are we busy to dampen the brightness of our innate wisdom? There was one deer who really was very proud of its magnificent antler, and it really hated his ugly legs. One day it was chased by a hunter who really would like to have that antler and would like to sell it. While escaping from that hunter in the wood, that deer realized it was the magnificent antler that the hunter chased after, but the unsightly legs that he hated that saved his life. Because of that legs, it ran very well to preserve its life. Our second head Dharma Master told this story. So let's reflect in our life what is fundamental and what is secondary. With the same source, time, money, a lot of things, what's the best to invest our resources? Do you know how did Saint Paul make his living for the evangelist, the author of the Romans and the many New Testament? Saint Paul is usually called, he made his living by making tents. But not many Christians know the fact. In order to make ends meet, the philosopher Spinoza, what did he do? In order to obtain food and pay the bill, and he cleaned and polished the eyeglasses. But their main job was different. Spreading the teaching of the Jesus is the main job of the Saint Paul. For Spinoza, doing the philosophy is his major job. So I usually said when I worked at one institute, what is your main job? Or when I give a talk at the Philadelphia One Temple to our lay congregation, your authentic job is to study and practice the mind. To attain enlightenment is your true job. What you are doing at the workplace is just a means to pay the bills. Let's make it very, very clear. So whenever we chant kate kate parakate, let's reflect all together. Where's our life going? And let us all together reorient our life goal, so that we can all attain Buddhahood. Okay, thank you so much.